Welcome, 49 Faithfuls, your boy Chili Will. I'm back on the air live. It's about 7 o'clock. Had a little delay problem. Was more on my end, if anything. Hopefully, I got the glitches taken care of, but I got the boys back, and we're going to take this thing from the top. Again, I apologize for any technicalities. If you guys were tuning in and watching, I don't know what went wrong, but I think I might have fixed the problem. But let's go ahead and bring in my boy, Nana Rio and Nana Jonathan in the house today with us. What's up, fellas? I think we got the problem fixed up now.
Think we good?
I think we're good. You guys are looking good now. I'm not having no difficulties like last time. I can see everybody, and everybody looks live and fine, and it's not glitching up on me again. So, and you guys can hear me okay, right?
Yep.
All right, awesome. I hope everybody out there can hear me well too. So, if you're tuning in and watching, yeah, okay, take two. Let's go. Glory checking in. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna get this off and started. But yes, guys, let's get into it, man. Our San Francisco 49ers got their foot in the door for the playoffs. We just played the Washington Commodores, minus Lionel Richie, and come out with the win, 37-20. Got to be happy with that. And as you know, that was a big test for our boy Brock Purdy, right? I mean, because he got to see finally a team that actually had a good defense close to us, and I think he performed pretty well. So I'm going to ask you guys, how do you think Brock Purdy performed against Washington Redskins? And I'll start with you first, Rio.
Man, I'm telling you right now, I've been chomping at the bit to get on this show because I've had a lot of stuff going on, but Brock Purdy, man, how much of a breath of fresh air is this dude? He did such a great job against the Redskins. Even that pick that he threw, man, that was a deflection, man. That was
right. That wasn't him. That
wasn't even his fault, man.
It wasn't.
I'm gonna let my man answer as well. But after he answers, I have a big question for you guys. I'm gonna save it. But I think he did a great job, man. I'm excited about Brock Purdy. But I got bigger fish to fry. I'm gonna wait for it.
We're gonna stir it up some. I love it.
I like it.
All right, Jonathan, man.
I missed the last couple weeks of the show, but I never got a chance to say. But I mean, the kid looks unreal to me, right? Like last pick of the draft, comes in, relieves in the Dolphins game, gets a start against Tampa Bay. Looked incredible first half of Tampa Bay. I mean, you keep thinking to yourself like, it's coming, right? The 3-pick, no touchdown game is coming, and he keeps just playing well. And I'm looking at it like, man, this is such. This doesn't happen, right? It doesn't happen this way, and he's ready. That can only be it. It's either luck or he just prepared himself to be ready for this moment, and he's playing. And I can't wait to see him play another game because I mean the kid is doing something special. I mean, really special, right? Historic stuff. So, kid's balling. Breath of fresh air, I like that, and man, he looks good, damn good.
Yeah, it's fair to say I think a lot of the faithful feel the same way as us to see Brock Purdy out there performing the way he's doing as the number 3 backup quarterback, 262nd pick in the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, and for him to come out and play, with just that level of I want to say. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to look for the word confidence.
Poise, yeah.
Poise.
Yeah.
And I think what also helps is the fact that, he's surrounded by obviously a very good team, a team of great, great players. Not to say that it's, for any quarterback to come into any situation on the NFL level like that, and just to be thrown out there and to perform the way he's performing is just crazy. It's just a miracle. It's like you keep watching him, waiting for him to just like screw up, bonehead something stupid, right. But he hasn't done that, and it's like shocking. It's like, wow, this kid's really doing it,
and I also
makes you feel giddy. Go ahead.
No, and I also feel like Shanahan's not really trying to protect him, right? He's letting him play. He's calling his plays. He's letting him throw the ball, third downs. He's letting him go. He's showing a little trust in him, and he's delivering. He keeps the plays alive. Excuse me. Looks like the play, broken coverage earlier or something like that. get a rush, in his face, and he's still able to use his legs a little bit and make a play and keep the play alive. And we haven't seen that much, as of late. So that's awesome to see. He looks good.
I agree.
Are
Uh,
you, are you guys ready?
Oh, you gonna lay it on us, man?
You
I got-
guys ready?
I
You
got a
guys
feeling I
ready?
know where this is going.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
know where this is going. I need the chat. I need the chat to light up on this right now. This is some serious business. We're gonna get serious
I
business
hope
right now.
people listening right now, boy.
Y'all
Go ahead.
listening?
I hope people listening right now. Go ahead.
Brock Purdy takes us to the Super Bowl. Okay?
And then-
Listen,
Mhm.
Brock Purdy takes us to the Super Bowl. What are we doing next season? Talk to me. What are we doing next season? Is Purdy our man? Are we going with what are we doing? What are we doing? We going Trey Lance?
I had this conversation. I had this conversation this morning. I had a feeling you were going there.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We got to lay it on the line. We got to talk about this. This is serious business.
In my opinion, we talked about this morning. If Brock Purdy goes to the ship and wins us a Super Bowl, he has to be the starter, right, going into the next season, right? I mean, at least a competition, but he's got to be the starter. It's just, how can he not be, right? How can he not be?
What do you do with Lance?
I think he sits. You sit him behind him, or you put him on the trade market and see if someone will sell the farm for him. But other than that, you let him play number 2, and he can sit another year.
Now let's think about this. We gave up a lot to get Trey Lance, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we
Okay,
did.
so should we go ahead if he takes us to the chip? Do we go ahead and put him out there in the trade market so we can get some stuff back for him? We got Purdy at the cheap. We got Purdy at the cheap right now.
He's still living with player roommates right now.
Yeah, he passing out Christmas cards. He can't even afford to give anybody any presents.
Can't get no Rolexes or nothing like that. Yeah, give out Christmas cards. Shoot.
So now is the limit the Super Bowl, or what if he takes us to the NFC Championship? Is that enough?
I think so.
Well, I want to chime in on this. First of all, you question if Purdy does take the Niners to the Super Bowl. Well, there's no doubt he's our guy. If he brings home the chip, he brings down the 6th chip. Well, guess what? You know, like Ric Flair used to say, to be the man, you got to beat the man. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So he's gonna be coming in with the robe on, saying, "I'm the man," and guess what? You got to roll with me now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Kyle obviously ain't trying to take 2 steps backwards.
No.
However, with the whole situation now, like you said, what happens with Trey Lance? Because look what we gave up for him and so forth. And of course, you got Jimmy. Well, Niners were technically ready to walk away from Jimmy at the beginning of the season anyway, right? We all know that whole story and this whole shoulder and all that, and trying to get him to another team. He even said goodbye to everybody, right? So
he said bye.
So I'm assuming that obviously the great minds would have to get together behind the conference table and Lynch, Kyle, everybody, and it's going to be like, hey, obviously Brock Purdy's proven himself in a rather short manner in time, and if he was able to do this, then you look at Trey Lance, you look at Jimmy. Well, obviously you're going to be looking at trying to get some of those first round picks back for Jimmy, because now that we know that he can play after the shoulder surgery, and he's obviously proved himself, teams are obviously going to be very desperate, to get some quarterback talent on their team. Now, I just don't know right now, obviously, what can we get for Jimmy? Are we going to get first-round draft picks? Probably not, but we might, depending on the situation. And obviously, they're going to have to keep Trey Lance because they already invested too much in this guy. So he just has to become I think the number 2 backup now, because it'd be stupid to get. I think it'd be stupid to get rid of Lance and Jimmy.
Yeah. They
got you got to keep 2 guys that you're gonna feel solid with. So I have a feeling they would rather go with Trey Lance right now. Because Jimmy right now is obviously he's going to require more money because he's more of a seasoned veteran, and like he's gotten us to the bowl, he's got us to the championship, and brought us some pretty good winning seasons. So, but that's the guy you're going to have to wheel on deal to try to make up for the loss of Trey Lance and all those draft picks somehow, some way. I'm not the, mathematician on how all the contracts and all that's going to work out, but but you're right. That was probably one of the first things that in my mind I thought about too, is like, man, this make the Niner brass look pretty pretty bad to be giving up so much for that one QB being Trey Lance and traded up to get him. And you had this guy at the last of the totem pole, just sitting here minding his own business. You know what I'm saying? He finally gets his opportunity and, makes the best of things. I mean, it's crazy.
They gonna make a movie out of this one day because they did it with Kurt Warner. You remember Kurt Warner? And he had that situation.
Yeah,
they had old boy Trent up there, and he was the man. And all of a sudden, I remember because I was playing fantasy football and I won that season because when Trent went down, I grabbed Kurt Warner because he was the backup. I said, let me just grab him. I put him in the starting lineup. I never looked back, went all the way to the championship, won everything. All right. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, Purdy, man, the reason why I love him so much, do you watch how he's doing the fake off, like the play actions, the fakes, everything, and he's looking at his options, the progressions. Man, come on, man. Come on. Come on. It's a different situation.
That's what's so mind-blowing when the faithful are looking at this kid, because they're thinking like, damn, this guy comes out playing like he's been playing for like the last 5 years already.
And he's so calm.
He's calm, and like you said, he's just got that, that swag kind of about him that he's just like he knows the game. He knows what he's doing. And not to say he's perfect, because obviously we all know, and this is what's scary. We see how he's playing now. Can you imagine 2 or 3 years when he really gets polished in this game?
I'm saying, man.
How scary this kid
That's
can
what
be.
I'm saying, man.
And I tell you right now, I don't think we've even seen the best of Brock Purdy yet.
No, we haven't.
We've seen the boy doing his thing, but you know what? We ain't seen I don't know. I just feel like he's got more that he's got put out there on the table that we just haven't seen yet. You know what I'm saying? That we, whether we see it in the playoffs this year, maybe next year, I don't know. But when the kid just gets more acclimated and polished to the NFL level, I mean, oh my God, man. This guy,
what's the difference? You know what's the difference? 4 years of college, man.
Exactly.
4 full years of college.
Exactly.
He's seen it. He's built the pressure. I love Trey Lance, but he has a very small sample size.
It's
so
true.
How can we don't know. It might take longer for Trey Lance to get to Purdy's level.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm laughing while you guys are talking because I had the same conversation this morning. This is storybook stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your number one quarterback, Trey Lance, goes down. I'm sure some people like the season's over. It's a wrap. Okay. Here we go. Jimmy comes in. He's looking pretty good. We start getting rolling. He goes down. Now you're thinking to yourself, oh man, here we go.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. It's like an E15 show. It's the story of Brock Purdy, and we're watching it right now, right?
Man.
The story of Brock Purdy, and we're watching it right now. Not only are we watching it, how far does this story go? Is this a 6-month deal where he takes us to the ship and next year things change? Or is this one of them things where we're going to talk about this moment for the next 20 years, right? On something that just happened because this guy was just special, right? He just has something in him that you can't account for on a 40-yard dash. He just something in his chest. And look how calm he is. That's in his chest. That's either preparation or he just has that confidence in him where he steps in the game and it's not too big for him. He's the last pick of the draft. We are already 15, 14, 13 weeks in, whatever it was when he stepped in. So a lot of these teams are in full motion at this time. And he has to step in and jump on same pace as these other quarterbacks in these teams. And then the expectations with this defense, and it's on his shoulders to keep the plays going and keep the offense running behind him. And he look at the first half of that Buccaneers game. It's like I'm sitting there watching. I'm not impressed. I am amazed watching that thing. Just like I'm amazed. I'm like, he cannot be doing this. This does not happen. Play actions and the little stop and stutters, and then he gets the ball out first down. Like, man, it's a story. It's a story.
The power rankings. Have you seen the power rankings?
I couldn't believe that either.
Niners are number 1 now.
I can't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
We're number 1 in the power rankings now. And I'm not saying that's what we're supposed to be looking at. I already knew that we have a great team, an unbelievable defense. I mean, we got to give it up for our Our
Incredible.
defense is unbelievable right now.
Okay, yeah, let's focus on that. The
Okay, let's
defense.
go. Let's go.
Talk about the defense. How they just been shutting fools down in the
Man.
second half of these games. I mean, for a minute, they weren't even scoring on us in the
They
second
weren't
half.
even scoring.
Until we played against, I don't know who recently and stuff, but scored on us. I mean, of course,
Man.
Washington did, and who before that? We had Seattle, I think, right?
Yeah, Seattle.
Mhm.
But still, man, this is a Super Bowl defense we're talking about here.
Hands
Okay,
down.
this
Hands
is
down.
this is
Oh, yeah.
why we are in the driver's seat as we are right now. It's because of the defense. These guys, the front seven is just beyond sick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just had some casualties on the defensive line, so we lost a couple of people, but they're looking like they're coming back, we get players back and stuff, just in time for the playoffs. But man, I mean, like Jordan Willis, for example, just came back, you know what I mean? Played against Washington. This guy,
Yeah.
oh my God.
A
What a
minute who's
disruptor this
playing.
dude is, man. You know what I'm saying? How does he grab a fumble football between like four players, after
Mhm.
Bosa sack dude, you know what I'm saying? And he's the one guy in the middle, grabbed that ball and took it away.
And let's talk about Bosa MVP.
Man.
Bosa MVP.
I hope Bosa, man, breaks Alden Smith's record, man, for most sacks this year, boy.
Me too.
I feel like that's a done deal. I feel like that's coming.
It
That's how I
should
feel.
be, especially
2.5, right?
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah,
sacks?
he got
Maybe
he
two.
gets
Two
more.
to tie.
Two
Two
Alden.
tie.
He needs
Oh, I
two
got
and a
you.
half.
I got
to
you.
pass him.
Yeah.
So yeah, and obviously with the opportunity coming up this Sunday, playing against the Raiders, which is we're gonna get to that because that sounds like a crazy mess as we speak. But we'll get to that shortly in a little bit. But
I'm in Vegas. I'm hearing all the drama over here.
I know, man.
Lots of drama.
I know, man. Hey, there's a lot of drama, but it's gonna be fire, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fire. I mean, I'm going to say that. I'm going to save the Vegas stuff here in a minute, but I ain't done. I ain't done with talking about our Super Bowl defense. That's just shutting down fools. You know what I'm saying? But for these guys to come together to play the way they are playing right now is just mind blowing.
I mean, these guys.
The Niners would not be where they are. I don't care. Brock Purdy, great, awesome. Jimmy, we know what Jimmy brings to the table, right? The defense, though, is the reason why the Niners are where they are right now. And
Yes.
from Fred Law, Greenlaw, Fred Warner, Bosa, and of course when Eric Armstead got back in action, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like,
oh, these guys are flying around, balling. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, like, Warner and Greenlaw got to be the two best linebackers that we've had since Willis and Bowman, right? I mean, those dudes are just bad. I mean, they're just Greenlaw is having a season for himself. He's flying. He's hitting up cats all over the place, man. He's getting with it out there.
They're comparing these guys to the old
the Ravens,
Baltimore Ravens. Yes,
Ravens.
Remember they were shutting it down.
I don't know
some of the old defenses from the San Francisco 49ers in 94, 95. I mean, these guys are just killing it. And I always say you can't get into the playoffs, let alone the Super Bowl, unless if you ain't coming with a strong defense.
Yeah.
But
I heard a stat a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure if this is to the team, but it said something about the last time a team has had, I don't know, 10 or 12 consecutive games holding a rusher to under 70 yards was like 90 years. Like the 1930, 1940, a team hadn't done that in 90 years. So that's just insane to even have a conversation about. That's incredible. And these guys are just going. D'Amico Ryans. I mean, how about, man?
He's gone. He's gone.
That's the thing. Like, imagine keeping D'Amico Ryans, man. I mean, that's got to be a huge.
They talk about him going to Denver.
Do you think he's gonna go? You think he's gonna go?
They talk about him going to Denver, man.
He's got to go.
I think he's ready.
I mean, I think that there's somebody's going to give him an offer he cannot refuse. It's going to be, what I mean? It's that's every coach's ultimate dream is to be an NFL head coach, right? Like, as much as he loves his players or his position or the team around him. I mean, the dude is just doing something incredible. I wish we could keep him. I really do, but you got to think that he's good as done.
It's not happening.
Like my boy RT Pros checked in, he said, best thing about Purdy is getting Kittle more involved.
Man, talk.
Now,
Man,
let's
he
talk about
finally said
that.
something good. He finally said something good. Good job. Good job, RT Pros.
Some good
Good
stuff,
time.
man.
Man,
I might just have him back on my show.
Man, you
Good
might,
like
hey,
this.
good job, man. All that other
loves
stuff
Kittle.
you were saying, everything else you said is BS. But right here, right there, you finally said something right.
That is
job.
a good damn question.
He loves him some Kittle. That's his safety blanket. He loves him some Kittle. He's bringing Kittle back alive, man. He loves him some Kittle.
Hey,
Kittle was in the grave.
Kittle's
loving some Purdy right now. That guy,
there you go.
That guy in his hip pocket saying,
There you
damn,
go.
bro, thank you for bringing my career back to life.
Thank you.
Jimmy wasn't doing it. I'll just tell you right
Man.
now. Man,
Jimmy was still mad at him. Jimmy was still mad at him.
Yeah, well, we know how much Kittle's been in Jimmy's ear talking about, hey, dude, why don't you throw it to me?
Yeah.
You see me open in the middle? I was open.
Jimmy was mad at Kittle for the fact that he was all Trey Lance already. So that was payback.
He was stirring the pot back there. Yeah, he was like, hey, I see you open. I ain't giving you the ball. But that's got to be like new life for George Kittle, man, knowing he got a quarterback that could just deliver the ball to him on the dime.
Well, not only that, it's just to keep that aspect in the offense along with 19, right? Along with 11, you know what I mean?
19 is not even playing.
That's what I'm saying. And then to
what's
keep
about to happen?
Like man, nobody wants to see us in the playoffs.
Man.
It's bad news.
Oh yeah,
go, 23.
Yeah, baby.
Let's talk about the CMC for president,
look at this,
man.
baby.
Come on. Talk about CMC for president, baby.
For president,
dude. That brother, man. Oh my God, this
Come
game,
on, man.
This offense has turned around mainly because of that dude. What he brings to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that signing. Goodness.
Woo.
I thought, when they brought him in, I said, okay, I like that. And then he just opened everything
I don't even know how that all worked out or how it came together, but damn, thank you somebody up there in the 49 organization to get this brother on our team because, man.
It's all the connections. It just came through. Mike Shanahan, all that stuff, and then his son, Kyle, and the connection. Trust me, it was major. But they brought it in. Give it up to the front office, man. Because if this was Trent Baalke and them, we wouldn't have got this done. Look at what Baalke did.
We wouldn't have half the guys we have right now. We would have a bunch of old cats that had MCL injuries and stuff, waiting for them to heal 5 years so they could get on the team.
Our last great coach left because of that dude.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Man, don't get me started.
You bring up some scary moments. Really.
I'm sorry, man. I had to.
You had to go down that dark tunnel.
I couldn't wait for him to leave, dude.
You and me and probably the rest of the faithful out there. We're glad to see that fool go.
That was a rough one.
It was awful.
That was
those were some bad times. Those were some bad times for us. But Purdy has just done so much. I mean, look what he's doing for Kittle now. Of course, CMC being in the game now, and like you said, we ain't have Debo out there playing yet. And think when he gets back,
Ayuk
play of time, and Ayuk's been fired. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's been unstoppable. Juwan Jennings, third and Juwan.
See, Ray came out. Ray came out.
Ray got loose.
He got loose.
Yeah,
Ray got loose. He was
don't let him get loose.
Great call play right here. Yeah, let's go.
Woo.
I take you, Debo. Shoot, no problem.
He said, Coach, call my number. I gotta go.
I got to.
So we're talking about Purdy, right? What if? Do you honestly think that Brock Purdy could take us to the mountaintop and win it?
Yes.
You think it could happen?
Yes. The way he's playing, with the poise and the way that he's playing, he's following Shanahan's plan. As long as we got our team together, as long as we got our major pieces, 23, 19, 11, all those players, Kittle, everybody all together, 85, all of us together, take care of business. And our defense is the way that it is. Just tell me right now, guys,
Jonathan,
Who in the NFC?
Like you said, you were
Who
preaching.
in the NFC gonna stop us against Super
first
Bowl?
saw Purdy out there. What'd you tell me? You was on fire, man.
What's that? Say it again.
About playing within the system, Kyle Shanahan's system.
You know what? Oh yeah, I think Kyle Shanahan. That's all Kyle Shanahan wanted from the start, was to somebody to see the field the way that he does. Right? I'm drawing the play up. All I need you to do is see it how I see it, and if it breaks down, go where it's supposed to go. Play within the system. And if you listen to Brock Purdy after the game, he says that I'm running it as the way coach lines it up, as the way Kyle lines it up. I'm just running it that way. Let the defense do what they do. Run the play the way it's supposed to be ran. See what it needs to see. When the play breaks down, use your feet, get to your check down, first down, move to change. I mean, it's almost like Shanahan's like, thank you. Finally, just somebody just run this playbook the way I drew it up in my head, and I feel like it looks like he has confidence in that he's doing that. So just play within the system. Play within the system.
Who in the NFC can stop us right now? Somebody please tell me who in the NFC can really truly stop us. I want to hear.
I think there's only one team. I think, in my opinion, I think it's the Niners and the Eagles NFC Championship. That's what I believe.
I call that.
You called them out from Jump Street. I called that from Jump Street day one. But let me tell you what I didn't think was going to happen. I didn't think the Niners was going to have this type of defense. Let me tell you, after the Niners play certain teams, those teams are never the same again. Look at the Miami Dolphins. Look at the Dolphins.
Oh,
after the Dolphins played us, they ain't never been the same again. Everybody took notes and said, okay, that's how you stop them. Okay, that's what you need to do. Mm-hmm. That's what people do after we play them. People take notes.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right, man.
It's a wrap, man.
RT
Bro says the Cowboys. Man, get the Cowboys out of here. They ain't even gonna get out the first round.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my God, man. I told you he had one good comment. Now he's going downhill again. Told you.
This defense is unreal, man. The defense really is unreal from top to bottom. You know what? Tayshaun Gibson, 31. Boy's been playing. He's there and he's where he needs to be. And he makes the big hits when he needs to. He's you don't call his name a lot when on somebody that missed their coverages. I mean, he's playing. He's playing.
Who's that? I think he's defensive tackle. I think Miguel or something like that. Who's that fella and where he even come from? Because I was like, he got up there on a couple of pressures, man. I was like, man, I saw the number. I didn't.
Yeah. What numbers you wearing?
Like, Miguel. I was like, wait, who's that?
I think our
guys coming out of the woodwork from somewhere or out of the
defense. Our defense is so good. They just pulling people out the stands and letting them try out for the game. We pulling people out the stands. Say, you come on,
you 6'6".
Run this system real quick.
20, get over here.
And the confidence and trust that DeMeco Ryans must have to say, you know what, team, Jimmy Ward, we're going to play you down at the slot. And we're going to take Tayshaun Gibson, wherever he came from. Thank you for showing up. And we're going to play him safety. And we're going to put you at the slot. And we hadn't heard a word about it, right? I don't know why they're playing him out of position. I don't want them playing him out of position. He's just safety. He's playing nickel. He's doing his thing. And Gibson's back there just holding it down. So, I mean, that's the conversations they're having behind closed doors. I mean, it's a unit, and they're playing as a unit, as a team, and I bet you they love DeMeco Ryans. They gotta love that guy. He's a player's coach.
And what's up with the second coming of Troy Polamalu?
Hello.
Hey,
then he get voted to the Pro Bowl. He Pro Bowler.
He's a Pro Bowler.
Didn't we call that?
We did.
Remember we talked about that.
Yeah, we did. That says it all. And congratulations to Big Troy, man, because he deserved it. Man.
I remember when he got here, I said, man, this dude's going to be bad right here.
Excuse me, getting mixed up with Troy, but Noah Funga, man, congratulations to my boy making it to the Pro Bowl, man. That's awesome, man. And even though a few others should have been in there, like my boy Christian McCaffrey, who got the serious snub. I don't know what happened there. What's up with that? I don't know what all that stank was all about, but damn, just straight up cut the brother. I don't know what's going on.
It's all good. It's all good.
Shout out to the scouting department. Fred Warner, Hufanga, come on, Greenlaw. These guys that's crazy.
Purdy?
That's crazy. Brock Purdy. Purdy.
Who never saw that coming?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Man.
Man, but you know what?
Edwards in the comment. I agree with you. but they're not even gonna make it out the first round. All right, you say they're not gonna make it to the championship game. They're not gonna make it past the first round. All right, trust me, they're gonna choke.
Yeah,
They're gonna
most
choke.
likely they're gonna go down like a bad ship, man. Real quick, man. Real quick.
It would be real nice to sew up that 2 seed. Does anybody know who the Vikings have on their last 2 games?
They got Green Bay.
Yeah,
Who are hot.
begin to watch,
and
you know what?
And somebody else that they possibly gonna beat. It's all about Green Bay.
All right,
I'm going for Green Bay this weekend.
Yeah, we need a little hand, Green Bay. We need that. We need that.
You know
too.
what? Yeah, being only 2 games behind Philadelphia, 1 game behind the Vikings.
Yep.
And you all know as well as I do, any given
that 2 seed,
anything can happen,
man.
In 2 weeks.
So
important.
Could you imagine
if
Philly choked twice? If Philly choked twice and Minnesota choked once? Woo! That's all we need. 2-1.
Yeah. We get to sleep in our own beds? Oh,
yeah, that's right. And we're going to be joining this trip
all the way
to freaking Arizona.
Yeah, that happens, man. We might as well start booking our tickets, getting everything prepared.
I'm already looking at my ticket. I don't know about you all. I'm getting airline tickets right now. But
you going to Arizona? You going to Arizona?
I looked.
Yes.
I looked at tickets already. Yeah,
Arizona right around the corner from me, man.
Have we've been talking about all day, man. You've been watching that defense. I'm ready. Hey, you from Vegas?
I took a peek at the airline tickets.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm looking. My focus right now is Arizona. I don't see anything else. And I said, at least if I get my tickets right now, step one, take care of that and get that out of the way, and then then we'll just see where things go after. But not that I'm trying to jump the gun too quick, but I gotta be a little prepared. So I'm sure a lot of other faithful will be thinking the same way.
Absolutely.
Just hope they don't cancel my tickets like they're doing to all Southwest, like they're doing to everybody else around here. That's everybody else getting to Vegas, man. Everybody's calling it a Kumata thing from who's the Raiders owner? What's that? Davis.
Davis,
Mark Davis.
Mark Davis. Yeah. Someone had a little meme. Was like Mark Davis trying to corrupt the damn Southwest Airlines so Niner fans couldn't come here, man. Vivid Seats are saying that's going to be 60% full of 49er faithful.
And, oh yeah, man. Probably more than that. Probably more.
What's the name of that arena again? How you say it?
Which
one? The Raiders arena. What's that?
It's Allegiant Stadium.
Allegiant. Okay. I always say it differently, but Allegiant. Okay.
Well, with all the stuff going on,
it'll be another home game for us. So I'm just saying.
It's tough to see all that stuff going on.
We call it Allegedly Stadium.
Allegedly.
with all them convicts they have on the team, allegedly did this, allegedly did that.
Allegedly. Convicts and knuckleheads on that team. Oh my goodness, man. But Niners going into Vegas this coming Sunday, man. So obviously it's gonna be like Rio said, we need you, Rio. We need you we need to get you live in the streets of Vegas. When this all goes down, we need to see what's going on. We need to go live with you, 49er Street Squad, and get play-by-play craziness in Las Vegas with the Niners.
I'm trying to scoop up some tickets last second to get in. I'm gonna try to get up in there.
With everything going on, I got a feeling that those tickets might finally ease up because we had wanted to go when they first came out, but man, those tickets are so insane. But
they were like 350.
I was like 500 was sitting on the roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, 350, and that's not including tax. So you look at that, 400 something bucks, easy.
Hotels, all that fun stuff. So we decided not to. But I got a feeling these tickets are about to take a nosedive.
Yeah,
it's tough what's going on over there.
Let's see here, but yeah, the Niners are going to be playing Raiders, and so apparently there's some rumblings going on because the coach is talking about sitting down Mr. Carr.
Yeah, no, it's official.
So I mean, he's officially getting his walking papers too.
Yeah,
I just read a second ago that he's stepping away himself from the team. He personally stepping away.
Yeah.
Who, Carr?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's deeper than just sitting him down. This has to do with his contract. I think that if he don't play the full season, they got some stipulation in there if he's not the starter the full season. So now that's why they pulling this, because they still mathematically got a chance to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So
Yeah.
why would you sit him down?
Right. Yeah.
Because
exactly.
they've thrown the towel in, and now they're like, we need to get rid of Carr. We pull him for the last 2 games, and now we could salvage some money and do some stuff with the contract. That contract, yeah, they put some stuff in there. They're not stupid.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they're looking to trade him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna get rid of him.
I
You know
think
what, man?
it's fair to say that the Raider fans are burnt out on Carr. I mean, he's been with them. She's been with them for quite a few years, but
and they need to be burnt out on that coach.
know, he's
that coach got to go too.
That coach is terrible. The minute that he played he did that move against Denver, he took that job, and then he walked. Man, I'm like, nah, this dude ain't ready. He ain't ready. He ain't ready.
I mean, to lose that many games with leads the way they have this season, that's coaching. That's coaching.
That's straight coaching.
You're not game planning. You're not adjusting. Excuse me. You're not adjusting at halftime. You're not picking up on their adjustments on what they're doing to you differently out of halftime. That's coaching. That's tough, man.
Well, you know what? Carr's had 6 different coaches the whole time he's been there. So I mean, he's never been able to really just put together, a great season for them guys, and then, I'm surprised, honestly, he's lasted as long as he did personally.
I'm surprised he got that contract extension.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was just recently, right?
Yeah. That was this year.
Right. So that,
they set him up. They set him up with that contract though.
Well, they're going to start him. They're going to have quarterback Jarrett, Stidham or something like that. I don't know to say his last name.
Supposedly, the coach's boy. That's the coach's.
He played well, because the Patriots picked him up in the draft, and that's when God, what's the coach name again over there? What's his? That picture's face, I can't think of his name, but anyway, ex-offensive coordinator from the Patriots. Anyway, that's his guy. I guess he figured, well, we'll give him a chance. And this dude, he comes in, he's about 6'3", he's got a little. What I want to say, he can scramble a little bit, get around, So from what little footage I've seen of him, I had to check him out just to, see who, what we're going to be dealing with and stuff. But yeah, he could be in for the, some big trouble come Sunday because, man, if he ain't ready for that swarm defense, come at him, man. I'm telling you.
Well, what's really happening is
he's probably going to retire too.
Is all these struggling teams are going to go to their rookie third string quarterbacks, the Purdy effect. Yeah, let's see what I got back here sitting on the bench.
Yeah, right. Like, damn, I work for Niners. Let me try my boy, see what he can do. But so I didn't know nothing about him much, but played for Baylor, and then he then played for Auburn. His junior senior year, and stuff. He had a lot kind of going on. Didn't work out good for him at with the Patriots, so they kind of ended up letting him go, and then Raiders picked him up. So only probably because of the coach, because he's worked with him before. So well, I don't know. I also heard that they plan on actually, some of their star players. I heard might not even play much neither because don't make sense. I don't know. They are still playing for something, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know.
Chili. I missed out on the opportunity. I think the spread to the game was 3, and now the spread is 9. It's minus
really?
9 now. Yeah, because they know. Oh
yeah,
they know.
The swarm's coming, baby. The 49er swarm's coming. That's right.
Yes,
Purdy.
We're gonna be 8.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, this is going to be fun and exciting in a lot of ways for the 49ers because everybody knows the past we have with the Raiders over the years, and how much we had to ban these guys from playing against each other. You know what I'm saying? And last time they faced us, it didn't turn out too well because Mullins, who was at the time a backup quarterback, they went in there and took care of business on him and never looked back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was I think that was like the dagger in their heart, so it was like, man, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out the Bay.
Yeah.
So, but it's gonna be, I don't think still the Niners should come into this lightly, of course, but
no, definitely not.
Probably ain't getting a lot of tape on this Jarrett guy to watch, so they gotta be ready. Defense gotta be ready, and be ready to chase this guy down if he gets to doing any of his running and bootleg runs and stuff like that. Because he get out. He's almost like a second rate kind of Kaepernick kind of fella. He's tall. He can run. He'll take a few shots at running. So he might get his head knocked off, but in the process. But
at least we got the tape on them coaches and how they mess up games at the end anyway. So
go ahead, John.
No, I think it's time for them to focus all the way through from now on. And I think the leadership on this team, Fred Warner, Kittle, and the coach, I don't think they are gonna let the team relax and get complacent and be comfortable with where they're at. I think Fred Warner is gonna push everybody on that defense. D'Amico Ryans knows what's on the line for him. Kyle Shanahan's been to the peak of the mountain twice. I don't think even Kittle said it, right? Revenge tour. So I think the leadership on this team is as hungry as ever, and they're gonna let everyone else is gonna have to follow suit and push all the way through because it's set up and it's lined up to it can happen and it's right here. So I don't think there's gonna be any slip ups.
What time is the Green Bay game?
That's a good question. That's a great question.
Green Bay. Let me see. I can look it up here.
It's probably going to be a morning game.
I would love that.
Because if it is, my question to you guys:
Green Bay is at 1:25.
Same time.
So Vikings.
They play in the afternoon game or 1:25 Eastern.
Yeah. We're in 105. They play at 1:25. So yeah.
Okay. Because I was about to say, like, if they would have played first, and if Green Bay would have lost, Minnesota won, would we then go ahead and rest our guys? But we're playing at the same time. So then here's the next question. All right, let's give this scenario.
Let's go, Rio. Let's go.
Here's the scenario. Since we're playing at the same time, let's assume Minnesota wins their game. If Minnesota wins their game, there's no way for us to get the number 2 seed. Okay, pretty much, unless what's his name?
But you said Minnesota, if they win, we don't have a chance.
No,
there's 2 more games left, though, right? We're only a game behind, so if we at least tie them, we still might get that second.
Actually, you're right. But we have to win, and they have to win. I mean, if they have to win out. Right. They got to win out. You're right. I'm just trying to paint the scenario. Is there any scenario where we're resting players, or are we just going to play them all the way straight through?
That's a great question. Now, if they lose one and we win out, we can take that 2 spot. But if we have to win out, well, then you would think that we have to play that last game,
right?
To keep it, so that we can have that 2 seed, which is worth playing for. Maybe that, right? So I guess we'll come down to that.
Have to technically win both of these games. I mean, we're still playing for something because of seed positioning. Still, because again, we still got the option of the number 1 seed if Philly loses both their games. If, like you said, if the Vikings lose 1 and we tie with them guys, then, or if they lose both their games too, we could jump into the second seed of the playoffs too. So that definitely will help buy us, I think, a second home game in the playoffs here.
I mean, you could play with fire a little bit, right? Maybe if you get a comfortable lead, you start pulling some of them starters out in that game. If you're up, 2.5 scores, something like that. But if we have to win both, then I think you would play them, depending on how that works out.
Because let's talk about this. So basically, if it ends up the way it is, if the seedings remain the same, that means that if we win our first round of the playoffs, we're going to play the Eagles when they come out. Because we'll be
what the seeds look like now. So
because we'll be the Tampa Bay would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it depends on who won. Yeah. No,
Tampa
we wouldn't.
We would play the Vikings.
So much can change here though too, even with Washington Giants and Cowboys, because their records. I think. Of course, they got to win out too, because there's a couple of teams that are only about a game behind some of these teams. Cowboys, Giants, and Washington. So,
But I think
thing's
the
far
thing is,
from over.
if we get that 2 seed, right, and we take care of business the first time, that second game would be a home game. Is
Right.
what we would really
Yeah,
want, instead of
right.
having to win that first one and go to play somewhere else. And we really only want to play Philly in Philly, if you know, in the NFC Championship. If
That's
you know,
it.
if that's the only time we would hopefully get to there.
Mhm.
Or you get to the 2 seed and maybe the quarterback is a little rusty, they drop the ball, and then you never know what happens after that.
Or Philly chokes.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
Let's
That's
yeah,
let's slide up in the second seed and then let Philly choke,
right.
and then
right.
boom,
Yeah.
Boom. Now we ride.
we
We
home
riding
fit.
all the way through the
We
playoffs and Levi,
riding.
baby.
And
Oh
and I,
yeah.
and I'll take any one of them teams, here in the
Oh
NFC
heck yeah.
Championship. Come on.
Oh yeah. It's over, man. It's game
Let me
over.
tell
And,
you, I'll take any team any
that's
day.
why I say these next 2 weeks
Yeah,
it's going to
they're
be really
crucial.
interesting because,
big.
like I said, if you go look at the brackets, a lot of these teams, this is a couple of them got their foot stuck in the door, like they're trying to get in, but they just need a couple of things to happen. And Cowboys, they could maybe find their way out of it, or Giants, or even like I said, Washington. But the Niners, we can find our way. Maybe lucky enough the second seed, maybe lucky in the first seed. We don't know. I mean, it's going to be these next 2 weeks. We need to really pay attention to what's going on
Yeah.
and see what happens. Because
Yeah. A lot could change. So on that graphic you just put up there, can you put that up one more time? So as of right now, who's playing who as of today?
as of today,
So then Minnesota plays Washington. We play the Giants, Tampa Bay, and the Cowboys.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see Tampa Bay losing. I don't.
Okay.
And as much as I say Dallas will lose the first round,
you know what?
Tampa Bay ain't got enough.
Vikings
I can see that
lose
one.
too.
I can see
Vikings
that
can
one.
lose too because Washington, man, the defense ain't no joke.
The Vikings' luck has got to run out at some point. How many
they got
60-yard
to,
field goals are they going to pull out of
we
there,
talking
man?
Cousins, man. He's just like Jimmy, better than average quarterback. You know what I'm saying? When the pressure comes up on him, it's like he doesn't perform very well.
We were supposed to be number 2 seed already. They was getting blown out by 33-0.
Yeah, I know.
And they came back and won.
Dude, I remember I woke up. I happened to wake up and I don't know. I checked the scores and I saw that score. I couldn't believe it. I almost fell out the bed. I was like, what? I said 33-0. I was like, I had to run to the TV, pop that thing on, and see what was going on,
Well, if Washington were to win that game and the Cowboys win, that means the Cowboys would come to San Francisco for that second round, even at the 3 seed. Woo. Woo.
I love to break a Cowboy's heart.
Oh yeah.
That would be an interesting one. That would be an interesting
I would
one.
love to break a Cowboy's
I'm telling you, stay tuned because man, this NFC, this whole thing is. I mean, man, it's about to. It might flip upside down in the next couple of weeks, or it could be still right with what we got, but a lot of changes could be happening. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
But shoot, stay tuned. But you know what? Like I said, we completed our first step. That was getting our foot in the playoff door. Right now, sitting at number 3 seed. Who knows what's going to happen next couple of weeks? But let's hope that man, it's good. I don't know. I'm just. I don't know about you, but I'm going to like lose my mind if something kind of goes sideways with Philadelphia or even Vikings, and I'm going to be like, man.
I think that 2 seed can happen.
That 2 seed could happen. Now that,
for sure.
I'm feeling good. You know why? Because we need these boys right. We need the Green Bay Packers right here to go ahead and take care of business. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got him back here, because I'm going for Green Bay right now. That's the dude. That's what we got going on.
Yeah.
These Packers got to do it, baby.
Yeah.
We
need that one.
Oh man. Yeah. So man, but like I said, I'm so again, back to Brock Purdy, man. This kid, like you said, I feel like he's helped make this season like when I first saw, the way I first visioned this, guys, when Trey Lance started, I don't know, I had this weird feeling about like, what if something happens to Trey and then Jimmy comes back and then Jimmy ends up taking us to the Super Bowl? I said, what? I was thinking of that story, that movie, right. But then now we saw Jimmy go down, and back in my mind, I was like, well, I didn't panic about it because I always kind of want to see what Purdy could bring to the table because, just from footage I've seen of him and everything, I thought, wow, I wonder what this kid can do. You know what I mean? And well, he had the opportunity, and now he's pretty much amazed everybody, and also made the story much more magical, for the Niner faithful. So, like you said, if he pulls it, if he takes us to the playoff Super Bowl, man, if he wins this thing for us, man, that is just gonna be
Purdy's our quarterback.
That's gonna be like just off the planet amazing. Like who would ever see that happen?
It's a movie. It's a guaranteed movie. I don't know who's gonna play Purdy. Who's playing Purdy?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Right now.
As Brock Purdy.
He gotta be younger than that, probably.
You know what I'm saying? It gotta be younger than that, boy.
Yeah.
Somebody. But I tell you, that's it right there. I'm feeling it. This is a historical season, a magical season. They got to write a movie about this because there's no way. Mr. Irrelevant, we're talking about, Trey Lance supposed to be the man. Jimmy G supposed to leave. He comes back. He's leading us, doing the best he can. And here comes Purdy. I don't know.
You can't make this stuff up.
Come on.
Yeah, and to think that what we all like this team has gone through this season, and it come down to this, it still just blows me away. It just, man, I can't even put a lid on that one. You know what I'm saying? It's like things boiling over. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Even the players talk with confidence when they speak about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just.
It's almost like what's crazy? They talk as if they knew all along.
Yeah, it's like
a lot of players have. They say they knew.
Yeah,
they said
like smirking, like, oh hell, they're gonna see it now.
we knew what Purdy could do. Yeah, we knew. Obviously, Jimmy's our starter, so we can't say nothing about Purdy now. But now he's our starter, so now we can tell him, like, yeah, we knew this guy was going to be pretty good, and he showed it. So, and he's still showing it. But we got a lot of things happening. Faithful, if you're heading out there to Las Vegas, man, first of all, be safe, man. And I pray and hope none of you guys lost any of your flight. I know a couple of people. Matter of fact, your brother, Jonathan, I think got his ticket canceled because he was heading out there this week. But man, make sure you guys check your airline tickets if you do have Southwest, because Southwest, man, they got a lot of their flights that were canceled, jacked up because of the bad weather that's been going on.
Your brother was going to go to the game?
He was going to Vegas to meet some people out there for something else. He was supposed to leave
yesterday. It was actually something else, but he had his ticket. But he said that
my in-laws, mother-in-law, father-in-law were going, and just in worry that the plane tickets were going to get canceled, they decided to drive on their own. They canceled their own tickets and drove. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm
saying. You ain't gonna keep the Niner faithful out. If you don't get no plane tickets, guess what? Everybody gonna pack up in their mobile vans and whatever, the SUVs, and they're gonna be heading. You're gonna see just miles of faithful just driving, flags out, honking their horns. You know what I'm saying? We coming in for the takeover, because that's what we're all about. We're taking over.
I'm looking for some tickets, man. I think I'm gonna take advantage of this snowstorm and see who can't make it and who's trying to get rid of some tickets. Who desperate?
Somebody's gonna panic. Somebody's gonna panic.
Somebody's gonna panic. Panic sell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. You know what? If you wait up to close to game time, I'm sure them suckers. I mean, sometimes you get some good deals right up to game time when them suckers don't sell. Like now that car ain't playing, and
a lot of Raiders fans gonna bail out.
Yeah, a lot of them gonna be like,
they're gonna be like, man,
car's not playing now. I'm not going to the damn game.
I'm not going to this embarrassment.
Exactly.
What?
We're not gonna listen to these damn Niner fans out here hooting and hollering and shit.
But it's gonna be popping out. Hey, listen, real quick, Rio, you should I'll let you send this information to you later too, but it's gonna be off and jumping. They have the Niner invasion going on. It's gonna be on December 31st, 11 o'clock to 3 p.m. They're gonna be at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, okay.
So make sure, Rio, you get on down there and party with the faithful, man, and get some pictures and everything.
Okay.
But
you coming down? You're not coming down?
I'm not gonna come down. I'm not gonna be able to make it. I didn't really plan for it because I just renewed my vows a week or so ago, and much blessings, and we just didn't plan for it for sure. And I don't know. Apparently, we're just not gonna make it, but we got
he said, I don't know.
No, but this is the thing. I'm thinking about Phoenix right now. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm thinking about Phoenix. I'm pre-planning for that right now. So
I like that attitude.
this game, you know, if it meant more, you know, we already got our foot in the door. So either way, we're good. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna lose, but you know, I didn't plan for Vegas, but it would have been nice to get out there.
Can you please tell RT Pros we don't want him on the bandwagon?
Where do you post?
Look, you talk about I might have to join the Niners bandwagon.
Oh yeah,
Like, no,
there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, take us. I'm keeping receipts, Ralph. I'm keeping
receipts, man.
Keep receipts. And if you need a red jersey to wear, I got you hooked up.
I got him covered. He comes straight to my house. We go to the game. I have him all geared up. He'll be good. You know what I mean?
Also, don't miss the Battle of Mandalay Bay. It's gonna be New Year's Day, 9 a.m. To kickoff. So what they all plan on doing, 49 Fever all going to be there. They're going to march to the stadium because the stadium's like right across, I think, the highway.
Yeah.
They walk right across the highway to the stadium from there. You know, and this is where I think, of course, all the Raiders, you know, where they hang out at and stuff. So that's going to be fun. So don't miss out on that. And don't forget, after the game is going to be the Serious Party. If you know anything about Dre's nightclub up there, E40, our boys going to be in town with P-Lo and kicking it. I think I heard Chris Brown going to be running up through there. So that's going to be after the game, after we whip Raiders behind.
Bang,
Sunday,
bang, 9 game.
Bang, bang, 9 game. Make sure you guys check that out at Dre's in Las Vegas, man.
Man, they said 9 a.m. New Year's Day. That's ambitious right there.
Man.
That's right. The celebration is on.
Man.
They're going to have a tailgate going on with the 408 faithfuls at man, let's see if I can find it. Darn it. I meant to post it up on here, but they're gonna have a tailgate going on in lot. I think they said lot J. Let me see if I can. Hold on a minute. Should have this ready. Let me see. Hold on. Right.
No, I'm keeping an eye on that.
It's J Lot. It'll be J Lot. So they're gonna have people out there performing. You know, it's gonna be a party like always. Make sure you check that out. J Lot over there by the Raiders Stadium. A big tailgate going on, 408 faithful, so you can get some food and everything. So guys, it's gonna be off and jumping, and it's gonna be a party, man. You guys, I hope you be safe. Everybody enjoy themselves, man. You know, make yourself known, the faithful known out there in Vegas, man. Here to tearing it out, take over.
Safe
travel. But it's gonna be the ultimate party because New Year's Eve is gonna be out there, so it's gonna be big. I mean, it's just gonna be so many people out there. It's gonna be crazy. And Real, let us know when you get some tickets, bro. So we you let us know how things are gonna go. And maybe, like I said, maybe go live. I connect to you, man. Be like, man, what's going on out there?
Yeah, I'm looking right now, man.
Get on it. Get on it right now. Let me see. Did I cover everything? Yeah. I think that's pretty much what I have, guys. So again, can't wait for the game this weekend. New Year's Day 2023. Let's start it out with a bang. Let's get that silver and black, man. So I appreciate you guys being on. Oh, real quick, Real, you want to tell them, you know, because you got your YouTube channel and stuff, man. I don't know if you want to talk about that real quick.
Oh, man. Simple. It's Ballers Club Life. Just go to YouTube, youtube.com/Ballers Club Life, and check us out, man. We just talk about business. You know, if you're trying to start a business or if you need help with your small business, hey, you already see, man. I'm all about that crypto and getting rich. That's all we're about. We're trying to make that money over here in 2023. All right. That's what we're trying to do. That's all we're trying to do.
Watch his show, Faith. You gotta check him out. You got some real good tips and some, you know, learn a lot on your channel, man. I appreciate that stuff. So make sure you check him out. Ballers Club Life, Real. Doing it up, man. So, guys, I think that's pretty much it, man. Again, I appreciate you, and I'm sorry about sorry to all the faithful about my technicalities earlier. I don't know what was going on. I think I know what it was now, so I'll be careful next time. But thanks for tuning in and watching. Love y'all, and you guys take good care of yourself. Real, thank you, and Jonathan, man. It's been real.
Got it.
Hey, let's get together, man, after this game, man, and talk about this win. Because you know
it.
Let's go, Green Bay.
That's right.
it's about to do it up again, baby, right? You know.
Oh yeah.
All right, I always got to play my winning song right here, my man Jose Santana, Man for Life. This is the Blue 49 anthem. Gonna be coming out soon, guys. You better make sure you keep a lookout for this one because it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. Guys, have a good one. Appreciate y'all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Built. Smash on any other team, no guilt.